Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. Welcome to my studio. It's Laurette, the Vintage Paper Girl. Welcome, welcome. Happy you're all here. I want to welcome my new subscribers as well as all of those who are my regular and faithful followers. Well, here we are. I think I'm feeling a bit better, so I thought I would give it a try. I'm very excited today because we're going to be working on the ephemera for our old Paris lace folio, and I think it'll be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. I have some fun things I want to make and of course create as I go. It's a process as always. As you know, it's not a tutorial, but anyway, we are on part 5. Can you believe it? We made it to 5. Oh, wow. I don't know how many more there will be. We'll see how far we get today. I may finish up the ephemera on my own. I'm not sure. Depends on how much we get done, how much I over chat. I already have some pieces done that I've made in other videos, which you saw, and that's part of the reason I was making them was for pieces like this that I'm going to be working on. So we're going to want to fill these pockets. I want to have 2 to 3 pieces in each pocket, and then there's going to be, I believe, a notebook or a traveler's notebook. I haven't decided what size. I don't know if I'll do that on camera or not. I haven't decided on that yet either. So just a little bit at a time, and here we go. So let's fold her up. I have out, and for those of you, this one's all done. We're going to work on the piece that goes here, plus all the goodies that go in there. There isn't, oh yeah, and I have to remember, you guys remind me that on the back, we need to do some ephemera. So I do have a lot. There may be a number 6 for ephemera making. I don't really know. So I'm going to set this off to the side because we may have to refer to it color-wise as we go. I have stuff on the floor next to me. I have a cart next to me. I have stuff everywhere. I cannot wait to finish this, only because the only bad part is having all this, encroaching in my space. So anyway, we're going to start off with a couple of journal cards, and I'm going to be using some fabric, some lace, some very old book page. I'm also going to be using Gail's ledger papers that she has in her shop. I'm going to be using some images, and we're also going to be using some coffee dyed paper, or I have some light cardboard here that we're going to use on the back of these to give them some strength. So because we want to have, now I think I am zoomed in here. I'm hoping I am. I've asked my husband to zoom in. I am going to stand up and look real quick to see what you're seeing, so I'll know where I need to work here today. I'm going to move this so I can see my center. So I think as long as I stay up here, I'll be okay. I did have him zoom in a little bit so that we could have a little better view, and not so much of the table. But I do work, I spread out. I just cannot work in one tiny little space no matter how hard I try. So what's the point of even trying if I can't do it, right? So what I do want to do is I want to cut, oh, nope, not those. Those are my fabric scissors, naughty. I want to get busy. I want to thank you all for stopping in today. I really, really appreciate you hanging out with me as I do this. This is printed on some linen papers by Southward, and it has a texture to it, and it feels, oh my gosh, fabulous. So I don't want the white parts. It's just going to make it hard for me to create anything with those on there. So we'll take that off. I don't know if I want to keep the strips or not. I'll set them off to the side. Because they are a linen paper, boy, I hate to throw those away. So maybe I could stamp on them or something. I don't know. Hate to waste anything. You know that. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is I need to check size for my pockets here. I need to see how wide I want my... I was going to rip it in half, but I think they're going to be too tiny. I would get more use of the paper if I cut it this way. But then again, I think it's still going to be too wide. So the question is, do I want to cut it down more? I mean, it'll fit in the pockets. It does definitely fit, but barely. So I may have to take it down a bit more. I am going to grab my little paper cutter. Okay. I have to tell you, this was one of the best investments I ever made, was these Tim Holtz Tonic Studios cutters. They are lightweight, can hold them in one hand. They don't cut giant paper, but they're great for the little projects. I have even smaller ones for the smaller pieces. So Let me see. I've got to take something off of this. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to pick my size. I just dawned on me, how tall do I want those? I forgot to look. Well, that's why we have it here, so we can check. I actually can make these pretty good size. So I'm thinking about half maybe of this. So let me just see where we are at half. Oh, you can hear the crows today. Oh man, they are a pain here, I have to tell you. What a pain. So we're gonna go 5 1/4 for height, I think. And then we're gonna have to cut off a little bit of this side. So let's go to 5 1/4 again. We're gonna make them, well, I don't want them that square. We'll go to 5 1/2. There's a little bit of a shadow that I can't see. Let me see if that'll fit in there comfortably. If it will, then I know what my, if I can remember what I just said. These are quite big. Yeah, I think that's still gonna be too much. So let me just take off. This is going to be a good size journaling card. So we're at 5 1/4 by, I believe, 5 1/4. So we have a square. I don't know how I feel about a square journaling card, but why not, right? We want to be different with this anyway. I'm going to pull this up a little bit. I don't have a lot to share with you guys. I really wish I did, but I have been under the weather, as you know, so it's been very quiet around here. My daughter's been by to see me, and my granddaughter, my youngest granddaughter, stopped by yesterday to bring me some things, and so I could get out my orders. Oh, and thank you very much to the young lady who ordered my Christmas, bought my Christmas folio. So that sold after I talked about it on my video on Monday. So this is going to be posting late today, Wednesday. Sorry, ladies. I just could not, I didn't feel well enough to get one done yesterday like I had hoped. So I'm actually filming this on Wednesday, and I guess you will see it today for the first time. So I want to cut a couple of these up. I don't know that I'll use them all in this project, but as you know, I'm going to be doing some others. So I said I was going to make this 5 1/4, didn't I? We'll just cut that 5 1/4. Boy, there's a bad shadow. Goodness gracious. So excuse me a minute while I get her lined up. As you know, this is a process video, so. And then we want 5 1/4 again, so. I haven't had a whole lot of exciting news other than getting the orders out, getting help from my daughter with those. Well, she brings me the paperwork and stuff so I can get them done. All right. So I think these two, I like sort of the blank space at the top. These are great, and these will be used for some other things, possibly today. I don't really know. I don't even know where to put the pieces so that I can find them. I'll put them in. I'm working out of a little basket today here. It's got pieces in it I want to use that I've started, and ideas and stuff. So that's the basket we're working from today. I'm going to put that on the floor. And then I want to put, I think, I'm debating on whether to put copy paper on the back. It's not going to give it much heft. So what we might do, and I'm going to stitch around these, but I won't do it on camera. I don't think. I want to just glue these on to the cardboard to give them some body, and then put something on the back. I hope my energy doesn't sound too low. It still isn't there, but you know, I like really want to do this. So I'm hoping the fact that I love what I'm doing will, you know, kind of help bring up my energy. It is, I don't normally eat breakfast, so I didn't eat today, but what I'll probably do, I plan to make a number of videos today if I can. And so I'll also trying to talk a bit slower and a lot more clear. I've been really rambling it on lately. Sorry about that. I get excited and I talk fast. And my poor daughter inherited that from me. I'm so sorry, honey. We're fast talkers. And I am excited. I don't want you to think I'm not, but I'm purposely slowing it down. I'll have to tell you stories because there isn't much happening. The gardeners were already here this morning. I was up early, all ready to make an early morning video, and the gardeners showed up. And I mean, it's not like I don't know they're coming on Wednesday. We have that huge back hill, so we have to have help with our yard because it's just too much for my husband to do that all the time. To get up the hill, it's at a dead incline, so it makes it very hard for him to like trim all the hedges up there, and there's a billion of them. So, you know, it's like, yikes. Plus, I really don't want him up there. If he falls off that hill, it could be ugly. So it's bad enough when they were doing the retaining while I was worried all the time, and then putting up the stairs. And now we're getting, oh, the next project. I'll give you the saga of the hill. Not that anybody cares, but I'll give it to you anyway because that's what's happening. And you guys like the chat, or so you've told me, that you like this and you want to hear stuff. So I'm telling you. Shoot, you know what? Well, it actually would probably be easier before I finish cutting that out to just pop it on here and do it this way. Except guess what? This paper is just a hair shorter than that cardboard. Whoops. I should have checked that first, huh? I guess I will have to cut it. Sorry, I was trying to shorten up the glue time, but that's not going to happen. So the saga of the hill is that, well, not just the hill. These homes are, I think, about 25 years old. We didn't buy it new, so this was we picked up during the big crash here in California. But, so our fences have fallen down a number of times in storms, and we have patched them back together. Well, it's time for some new fencing. So the back wall of the fence, the top of the hill has been redone. And the sides we've been just patching up. But it's time now to start the replacement of the fencing. So we are going to, not we, my husband, not a we. He's going to say, what? Do you have a mouse in your pocket? My husband and my neighbor are going to be starting the fencing. My neighbor is primarily going to be doing it. My husband's just going to help out. He does a lot of fencing. That helped us with all the other stuff. So our engineering friend, his side business is fence repair because he got laid off due to ageism from Silicon Valley. And so he has been doing, he's a really talented woodworker and artist. So he works with all kinds of wood. So anyway, he's been doing fencing for everybody around here. He helped us with a fence that Greg was doing eons ago, about 9 years ago, which got him into this fencing thing that he does for anybody that needs it. And so he's going to be doing our back fence, and my husband's going to help him out. So that's the latest project. I don't know when they're going to start, so probably, I don't know, whenever they get the lumber, I guess. They were waiting because of COVID, no one had any lumber, so the prices were outrageous for fencing, like 4 times the amount for a board. Boards that were selling for $2 and $3 were selling for $15 a board, which is ridiculous. So we waited and waited and waited, and the prices are coming back down. So it is now time to replace the fence. That's going to look pretty. I mean, they're looking pretty bad. And then we'll have one more side to go. And that neighbor wanted to do it a few years ago, but we just weren't ready. My husband was still working, and financially we weren't ready. So we are now. And my husband has time to help Joe, so off on a new adventure. We are doing the whole outside of the house. I know the roof is coming up, and more than likely, because of the age of the house, we're probably going to be needing a new heater. We have a new air conditioner, so I'm not worried about that, but we don't have a new heater. They're separate units, so. And the flooring and painting, which is this fall now. We're in fall. I can't believe it. I kept saying, oh, this fall. We're there. Carpets are coming, ladies, so that means pretty soon I will have to make videos from another room because hopefully in the next, when they're done with the fencing, in October and November, maybe we'll start the flooring. We'll see. We're going to start in our master bath closet, toilet room first, and then work our way into the bedroom. And then, so the guys are practicing where you don't really see, because my husband and Joe are going to do the flooring and themselves. So they're both very, very handy. My husband's extremely, extremely handy. Very talented guy in his own right. So, all right, a little wet, but I could have done it after, but I really didn't want to glue after it's decorated. Too hard to work on, especially, you know me, I'm going to put some, there might be some dimension on here. I think I made that worse. Gosh. I'll have to clean it up with the paper cutter. But what I'll do is I'll wait for that until it dries some, because I don't want it to rip. Again, these papers are from Gail Augustinelli. They're perfect for this project. We're going to need some inking and thinking here. I am wearing my Talk Amongst Yourself shirt. Let's see if I don't think it'll show in camera. But it's hard to see because it's pink on gray. On the gray, I should have got a lighter color shirt. But I love the darker colors for the winter time. And I had a sweater on, but I got warm really quick, so I took that off. It's a beautiful morning here. It's very foggy and cool. It was only in the low 70s here yesterday. This is California, and you never know, you know. We get those last hot few days, but hopefully we're finally in fall. I would love that if we actually got a real fall. Tree across the street. The leaves turned, but they haven't dropped yet, so we'll see. Any minute, I would imagine. Once those start, I know we're in our as much fall as we're going to get here. Now, remember, I'm going to stitch around these, so I'm not too worried about the glue all the way to the edges. All right, so what I want to do is I'll work on one at a time. Although, who knows, I might do it two at a time. I do want to I don't know why I put that away. What a dingbat. You know I'm going to need it. I'm going to start with some book page. This is the French book page, I think. So, pull that out. And this book I got from Rachel at Roxy Creations. She just had a bunch more up, but they sold immediately. This was 1876, and I know some of you are screaming. But it's very moldy. It's pretty damaged. I want the cover for a project. It's pretty rotten on the ends. I'll have to rebuild it if I do use the cover. And I did buy it to do what I'm doing, so don't freak. I can read French somewhat, but I tried reading it and I couldn't do enough justice to it, if you know what I mean. So let me get my, I don't use a tear ruler a lot, but I might on this. We'll give it a shot. Not my strong point, as you know. I was watching Carrie the Crafter the other day, yesterday, and he was showing me a good way to use your tear ruler, some things to do to help you with it. So thank you, Carrie, because it really helped me a lot. I was struggling with this, and it's really nice to know that what I was doing would have worked had I pushed down just a little bit better. All right. Oh, that's cool. I love that. You know, I'll be using that in something. In fact, that'll probably go with my word strips or something. All right. So now what I want to do is I want to put some book page down the side here. Now this is where we go to the hand tearing. I don't quite need it so tall. Let me just take a little bit off the bottom. That way it's not so perfect either, okay? And so then we're going to do a little inking. Boy, we wasted a lot of time just doing the, looks like there's going to be a part 6, because I'm going to have a lot of ephemera, and it's just going to take time to do them, because you know how I am. You know how I am. You know. If you're watching me, you know. And I'm taking my time. I'm slower today. No Speedy Gonzalez here. Boy, I just don't have the energy yet. But it's coming back. I have more than I've had, so I should not complain. Maybe we'll do 2 at a time that way. I will, I don't want that to be so tall. I don't really like that little, well, it's about the height of that one, but it's covering up some things that I maybe wanted to see. This paper, oh, it's so yummy. It rips so well. All right, so we're gonna do 2 on 1 here. So even if I only get these 2 done, I'll be happy. And I'll probably put them both in here, so we'll see. Oh, no, yikes. Okay, I now know that's probably not the best thing to do. It is really old. Duh, what was I thinking? Using a glue stick on that. Usually, well, I do and I don't. Sometimes I use my other one, so we'll see. I'm going to be pulling out some other glues here. In fact, I'm going to flip over my Fabri-Tac because I'm coming on some fabric here. Although this works on fabric really well. All right, next thing is we want to put some lace on here, and we want it to be some sheer lace. I did grab this because I thought it would be really pretty on here. Oh, but I hate to cut that off. Yeah, I know a number of you mentioned how much lace I have. Well, I do have a lot of lace, but that is thanks to Shell at the Ramblin' Crafter. She and Clint had done a, gone to, I don't know if it was an estate sale or garage sailing just prior to COVID. I mean, just before. And got a huge, 2 huge tubs of lace from some lady, or her estate or whatever. And so I bought and I bought and I bought every time Michelle put it up for sale. And then she is such a sweetheart that she gave me some laces too, because I bought so much from her. In fact, that's kind of my lace habit, sort of is how we sort of became friends, because, you know, I was talking to her a lot about it, and did she have this and that, and could she get me this and that, and, you know, I was buying a lot of her journals and things, so we sort of bonded over that, and I bought a lot, so a good amount of my laces did come from, I like that. We're going to be putting an image on here. I saw Rachel at Roxy Creations make these journal cards in one of her challenges, I think number 37 or 38, and I thought, she did it as botanicals, so, but I thought, well, I don't need botanicals, but I would love to do, which ladies haven't I used? Whoops, let's look and see what we have on here. Now, we know we have the lady with the fur, and by the way, this isn't black, this is chocolate brown on here. Someone said, oh, I didn't think I'd like it with the black. No, it's chocolate brown. There's no black in this. It is brown. All of these are brown. Okay, so she has a fur coat, and I think she's the only other one, so I can use this one. We've already used this one. I don't have any more cut out. Oh no, I'm gonna have to stop and cut a lady probably. I don't know that I want to use gray because I'm not using black in this, so I don't think I want to use anything gray. And I've already used her. I guess I could use her again, but I just don't think I want to. Where did I put my ladies? I have bigger ladies, but I think they're going to be too big. I don't think I have any smaller ones cut out yet. No. Yeah, they're too big. That's what I thought. I might have got waylaid. We may only be doing one because I'm probably going to have to cut some more. Yeah, darn. Okay, well. She's pretty. I like her dress. She's pretty. But she's all right, but she's not like anything stunning. So I don't know that she's going to be right for this. Let me see what else I have in here. If there's anything else. Yeah, these are all black and white. I don't want to use black and white. I don't want to use any other color. Oh, here's another. Oh my gosh, I just used my fabric scissors on that. Naughty. Oh my gosh, I didn't. Oh, I have to be severely punished for that. Okay. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Bad girl, bad girl. Bad, bad, bad. Okay, so. What have you all been up to? I hope you're all very well. Nobody's sick. Well, my poor little buddy Gail's real sick. I know you know that if you watch her videos, so I'm worried about her, but I am keeping track of her. I don't like it when my friends are sick. Ugh. There are so many colds and flu going around. Well, I don't know if it's flu, just colds, just people getting head colds. Probably because our immune systems are down from staying in so much, and then we get out around anyone. Even with a mask, I wonder, something we touch or do, everybody's getting sick, which is concerning. So I hope she gets better quickly. I am praying for her every day. I don't like it when my buddy's sick. I don't like it when any of my friends, any of you are sick. I know there are a lot of you with some very serious illnesses that watch me, and I'm keeping you company, and I'm thrilled, and I totally can relate to every one of you. So, you know. But getting sick, especially colds. Colds are such a nuisance. You can't breathe, and you're uncomfortable. You can't sleep, or all you want to do is sleep. You sneeze, you cough. Yikes. It's not a fun thing. I feel like these are too small for here. Uh-oh, ladies. Now what? Well, let me get all my layers on, then I'll figure out what to put on there. If I don't use the ladies, we may have to use something else. And maybe I'm not using the ladies today like I thought I was. You want to use a sheer lace that you can see through. I have to watch my time, guys. All right. I have a number of laces here. I mean, I do. I have that one. I have this one. I have this one. I have another bag of lace. These are scraps. I bought this in a grab bag kind of thing for scraps. This is very sheer. Oh, I like that. Okay, well, I'll put these aside because, you know, we're working in lace, so who knows what we'll use, right? Okay, so I don't cut that off. Boy, cutting with paper ruins your scissors very quickly. It dulls them real quick. I'm trying to find a right and a wrong side. I don't know if this one has one. Well, we'll use that side. What the heck? Why not? And it's a little wide, so we'll cut it up a little bit more. Kind of cut it crooked on purpose. Oh, I don't like that. Okay. Sorry, I'm wiggling around in my chair here a little bit. Not very comfortable today. This glue stick does work on fabric, so we will. I thought this would be quick and easy, but I seem to be fumbling with it. I don't like that. Okay. I'm almost out of glue stick. I do have another one here on my desk somewhere underneath this mess. Which I may have to dig out before the video's over. We'll see. Oh, sorry, guys. I keep wanting to work in front of me. Ugh. This is vintage lace, this one here. Very old. Okay. And like I said, I will be stitching some just around the edges, but I really don't want it to hang off because these pockets are tight. So, and before I go any further, shoot, I should have double checked. Oh yeah, goes in there nicely. Okay, just want to make sure. Okay. Now we need a little piece of fabric. I have some of this I picked up at a thrift store for $2. So it's an upholstery fabric. I wanted something a bit heavy. I don't know if it'll cut across that way or not. Probably not. No, I'm going to have to cut it. It won't rip. I didn't think so. It's across the selvage there. Honestly, didn't think it would, but I was going to give it a try. That's way too big. Uh-oh, of course the dog next door is going to bark just because I'm doing a video. You never hear him. I shouldn't say that. We first moved here. He barked all the time. Oh my gosh, he about drove us crazy. I love dogs, but I don't like it when they bark. Especially when they're a small dog and they have a high-pitched bark. Yikes, goes right to my head. Okay, I have on the elements, but I need now something to go on top of that. So, question is... Let's see. I know what I'm looking for. I have all kinds of elements here. I could put flowers. Put hearts. Oh, maybe those. Those are pretty. These are from Christie Art. K-R-I-S-T-I-E. Christie Art. And they are some lovely tags, which I would cut down, of course, because they're too big. These are from Valentine's Day, but I think, let's see, what else do I have in there before I go any further with that. I have a bunch of French things, but those are mostly black and white. I'm trying to keep things in a sepia tone. I do have bits and pieces here, but I think, oh, I just love that. Okay, so I think what's going to happen is I don't want the word Valentine's Day on there, so that's got to go. Oh, darn it. Get those off my desk. And then... scraps I don't want to get rid of. Round the corners a bit. Let's give it a bit of ink. Age those up a little bit. And it just dawned on me that I want to... I may have to get out my chomper because I'm not sure this is going to do the corners. No. Hold on a minute. I got to get another thing that we could use. I can't keep everything on my desk, unfortunately, you know. Oh gosh, looks like I've been throwing everything on the floor there. Totally missed the garbage can. You know how it is. Oh, I think now I've made this too short. I want it to be longer. Oh, goodness, Laurette, really? Indecisive. Well, that's what happens. I haven't been crafting, so I hope you'll bear with me because I'm kind of out of practice, you know? I'm really... Get rid of the strings, get rid of the bottom. I'm gonna have lots of snippets. I don't like that. Made that a little too ragged. All right, let's put this on here. Oh, that's really pretty. I really like that. That's very pretty. Okay, so I am gonna ink it up a little bit just to take the brightness off of it. I mean, there's a lot of white in this, but I didn't want that so white. I am gonna hit the fabric with it. This is an upholstery fabric. And I'm going to add this on there, and then you see all the rest of the pretty writing. The whole point is to see the writing, but add a little bit of layering. There we go. Now I'm ready for my, ready for you. It's time for your close-up. All right. That's going to show through. I just realized that when I started putting it on there. Hold on a minute. I'm going to take an old wet one here, one of the ones I was going to throw out, but now I think I'll hang on to it because I'm going to need it for stuff like this. Oh, I'm going to be a gluey mess now. Oof. Yeah, that came right through. Darn it. But I think it just makes it look older, so I think it's okay on this. I just have to be careful. I'm just used to throwing it on there because of the lace. And, you know, you can put quite a bit of fabric tack on your lace and it doesn't show through. It dries clear, but... You know, I don't think that's going to cut it for me. Where did I put my... I want to add... Yeah, I want to add some ribbon to that before it glues itself down too much. Okay, where's my end? That's not it. That's a loop. Oh, dee-doo. I know it's here. Well, there should be one here. What did you do? Get up and just walk away when I wasn't looking? Come on now. Hope you're all having a good week. It's Wednesday for you, about midweek. Are you crafting, hanging out, working? What's happening for you? I hope it's all good. Things are good in your world and your family's okay and everybody's well and nobody's sick. My family, my son and his family all got COVID. They have recovered. The kids bounced out of it beautifully. They did test, you know, they actually did test for it. My daughter-in-law bounced out of it. My son, not so much. He's, but he'll get there, you know. I think he's probably still pretty tired. That seems to be the biggest complaint of everybody is the tired thing. So I think he got the variant, not the original COVID, because I think he would have been a whole lot more sick had he done. I mean, he's sick enough, but had he gotten the original COVID. So their daughter picked it up at dance class. So my guess is she probably won't be going back there. They're teaching the kids at home. Kids are homeschooled. They just seem to do better. They're little, though. You know, these are not big kids. These are, I think the oldest is, well, he's going to be 9 next month. My grandson, my only grandson. He's going to be 9. And then they're 3 and 5. So the 5-year-old brought it home. The 9-year-old got it. Then the 3-year-old got it. Then Mama got it. And then Daddy got it last. Grandma didn't get it. Thank goodness. She had all of her shots and she's okay. She might, I don't think she felt great for a few days, but she didn't get sick. So that's great because at her age, that's not good. Alrighty, so there we have our first piece. I love that. Whoops. I know I brought this over. I don't ever use this thing very often, so I remember it took me forever to figure out how to even use it. It's kind of hard on my hand, but it cuts beautifully. So what are you going to do? It does kind of a weird cut. I don't know. It's not my favorite. I don't manage it well. So I want to ink those. These are kind of wide. I'm not sure I like this. I think I want to like cut it down. I don't like them this wide. Just not my size. You know what I mean? So some of you are going to go, in a minute. Guess what? I don't like it. It is a nice big journaling card. Oh, I don't know, you guys. What do I do? I feel like it needs more. I feel like we need a word or something if I'm going to leave it that big. Otherwise, I need to cut it down. I mean, it does fill the space. I don't know, guys. What do we think? I don't want to fuss around too much. Otherwise, I'll run out of time just on one card, and I don't want to do that. Well, for right now, I'll leave it. I don't want to put it in the book right now because it's still wet, so I need it to dry. We're going to get rid of that little piece. Like I said, ooh, snippets, lots of snippets. Well, I'm thinking of making some lace. Actually, I think a lace snippet would be wonderful right there if I'm going to leave it that big. So maybe I will do that. All right, back to our fabric here. I'm going to cut another piece. Oh my goodness, I have stuff everywhere, you guys. Sorry, guys, my nose is running. That was the side effect of my shot, was runny nose. One of many. Apparently, I'm allergic to the delivery system of a COVID shot. So, don't know if I'll be getting the next one or not. I have to talk to my doctor. She feels it's too risky. I had a really hard time breathing. So, we'll have to see if I'm going to do another one or not. Hopefully, one was all I needed. We'll check my immune system and see how it's doing. Probably ever do an antibody test to see if I can get away with not doing another one. Well, I'll have to see. Everybody's different. Everybody's body's different, and mine certainly is very. So, anyway, I got sick enough. Thank you. Boy, I hate to cover up this edge. It's so pretty, but if I put another picture on there, I think this couple is in my... No, put those away. Naughty. All right. This one doesn't say Happy Valentine's Day or anything. I just want to cut the top off of it. You know me, I rarely leave anything as is. I've always got to do something different to it. Got to age her up a little bit so she'll look age appropriate. They're very sweet. I think this one has the Eiffel Tower in the background. Both of these are French, so they're perfect for this French or Paris inspired. I am gonna... I don't want it so tall. I didn't want to cut off any of the buildings, so behind them, I think that's the Eiffel Tower behind them. No, that's just a building. I thought it was the Eiffel Tower. I'm too far away from my glasses, I can't see. There we go. That's the size I want right there. Alrighty. So let me do a quick... Oh, never mind. Let me... And since I know the glue stick does work on this very well, I'm going to use that instead of my Fabri-Tac. It stays on like cement. I love this Creative, Scotch Creative. I highly recommend it for small things. Not a big project. I don't think it would work well on a big project. Sticking everything, well, it might. I mean, I have done bigger projects with it. But because I'm layering here, I think I will go ahead and use my Fabri-Tac. And that is a heavy, heavy fabric. It is very heavy. It's upholstery fabric. Oh, whoops. I do want to add fabric there. And I am going to go ahead where I see that it's underneath the picture. I will add some Fabri-Tac just to keep that from coming up again. And now I'm going to pull that up a little. Ah, all right, let's see. I had some of this left over, so let's just pop that under there. Do I need two of the same in a thing? Why not? I mean, I guess I could add another color. What color should I add? A darker brown, maybe? Do you like that? Kind of like that. I have sort of this cocoa color. This kind of has a little bit of the pinkness of this in it. Even though this is tan, it came up kind of pink on that paper. Which I don't have any pink in this, but it does match well with the... And we're on the hunt for the end. Here it is. All right. I bought all those colors specifically for this project and a couple of others like it. So don't worry, my next project will be pink, and you'll be wishing you saw all these browns and neutrals again. You'll be like, ugh, pink. Some of you tell me, I am not a pink fan. Well, I do work in pink. I work in a lot of pink. But as you see, I also work in other colors. So I do botanical as well. But this is my love here. Just the, not so much neutral, but come on. The thing I don't want to come up keeps coming up, and the part I do want to come up isn't. I'm hoping we're going to be in the 70s today. That would be nice. A nice fall day. We don't get fall here, so that would be lovely. We usually get a hot, hot September, October. Sometimes into November. Yuck. I might like a little flower on here too. Sorry, my voice is crazy. But it's morning. It's early for me. I don't usually do early morning. A lot of times, majority of the time I film in the afternoon. But I do have two that I need to get done today. So after this one, I'll have... Oh, hold on a minute. I will have some lunch or breakfast or something to eat. And then I'll make another video for Friday. Because you never know what the rest of the week's going to bring. Sorry, that end was so goopy. It just was not letting me do what I need to do. Sorry, guys, keep pulling that down in front of me, which is what I was worried about. The way we're zoomed in, you may not be seeing half of what I'm doing. I really apologize. Oh, no, I just did my nails last night. Fabri-Tac just took off my nail polish. Oh, shoot. Oh, well. It is what it is. That's what happens when you use Fabri-Tac. Get it on your nails. All right, so let's get these rounded. You know what? Maybe I'll just use the chomper and see how I do with it. I've never been good with this thing. Probably because I'm not really sure where he's supposed to put it. Well, that's attached to the lace. It's really wide for my hand. I think that's part of the issue too. Do you put it towards the front or the back? Do you like push it to the back, maybe? I don't know. Somebody tell me how to use this thing. I have no clue. I should ask Gail. She uses hers like, she is a pro at this. Not me. Hey sis, how do I do this? So not my thing. Okay, I like my little corner one easier. But when you're working on this many layers, it's kind of hard to use that one. So let's get some ink on the back of this. This side has issues. Now that it's drier, I'm going to see if I can fix this one side. I flipped it over and I could see the problems with it right off the bat. That moved on me, but at least it'll be straight. It was so wonky when I flipped that over. It was like ridiculous. Ah, one more. Come on. There we go. Oof. I'm going to empty my little. There we go. Yeah, somebody tell me how. Do I push it to the front where these little things are? Do I push it more to the back? Do I push it all the way in? I mean, somebody tell me how to use this, please. I will be much happier, I'm sure. Anyway, I've just seen people using it, but I don't really know what they're doing. So it would be great if somebody told me. I guess I could watch a video. Like a how-to, but I don't mind advice when I ask for it. Don't particularly care for it when I don't. Just because I have my own creative artist vision, and mine isn't going to be like yours. It's going to be very different. So, but if I say, hey, I don't know how to use this, show me or tell me, please do. Nicely. Very nicely. All right. Let's see. They're still about the same size. This is bugging me over here. I'm not sure what's bugging me. I think I need some trimming. Making it look messy when it's not. All right. Well, believe it or not, that hour flew by again, and we are done. So I think this is probably too plain for this journal. So my guess is I'm going to be adding lace to the bottom and probably a word or something on here. And I'll probably start my next video doing that because I think it's just really, it's too blah for this journal. I mean, normally I'd be very happy with it, but at the moment I'm not particularly happy with it. So I think we'll probably, you know, try to zhuzh up some more. I did get 2 done, but I'm not happy with them. So I think probably in our next video we'll do that. We'll do some more ephemera. We're going to be making ephemera for a couple videos probably. And then I'll fill up the pockets if we're not done after the next 2 videos, I guess, 1 or 2. And then we'll I'll do a flip through when it's done. I mean, I don't know how many parts you want to watch because, well, ephemera is ephemera. I mean, it's no different if I was making ephemera for something else, I guess, really. So I guess it wouldn't hurt to watch make ephemera. And I know not everybody's interested in this folio, but it is what I'm making. So I hope you'll bear with me and enjoy it as much as you can. And hopefully you learn some things I don't know. I don't know. I'd like to learn something like, how do I use this thing? And then I will be a very happy camper. I'm sure I can figure it out over time. But I I get frustrated and I quit. So probably a good idea if somebody tells me how to use it. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday, everyone. And I know I will see you all very soon. Thank you for coming along and commenting and liking and giving me thumbs up. Really keeps me going. It's like everything. And I'm really, really enjoying this project with all of you. And I hope you are too. And maybe you're making one with me or just getting ideas for your own journals. So see you all very soon, you guys. Love you bunches. Hugs and kisses. Bye-bye.